I just tested celebrity fragrances and realized I have better taste than most of them. You see, celebrities have stylists, chefs, and trainers, but none of them have a fragrance expert. So I decided to invite celebrities fragrance shopping to see if I could be the go-to scent guy for the stars. I mean, closed mouths don't get fed, so why not shoot my shot? Now, let's see who replies. Starting with Trayvon Diggs. Now, I know this sounds random, but it's not. When I moved to Dallas a few years ago, I unknowingly moved into his old house. And for months, I would get his PR packages, legal documents, and yeah, I returned them all most of the time. But there was that one time they tried to arrest me, thinking I was him, but that's another story for another time. Okay. So maybe now he'll return the favor and say yes to my DM. Yo, Trayvon, I moved into your old spot, and since we clearly have the same taste in actual houses, maybe, just maybe, we'll have the same taste in fragrance houses. Wanna go shopping? My treat. I hit send and I wait. Next, I aimed higher. Drake, aka the Champagne Pape. And yes, before you say anything, I already messaged him before twice. So let me lean in a bit. Yo, since we're clearly best friends, it looks like you missed my last two messages. Don't ice me out here. You, me, fragrance shopping. It'll be the freshest thing on the internet. Let me know. My treat. I sent it, and I know that's a long shot, but maybe he'll respond. Then there was Jerry Stackhouse. Now this one for me felt a little bit different because he actually follows me. Who'd have thunk it? Which means he's definitely going to see it. So I'm gonna go in on this one respectfully, but clever. Dear Mr. Stackhouse, I'm on a mission to help men score as much as you did on the court, of course. If you're ever in Dallas and feel like running a few laps down the fragrance aisle, let me know. And that's when I realized, I called him. Oh, now he's definitely going to think I'm a weirdo. After those first three messages, I realized something. If I was going to do this right, I couldn't stop at a handful of names. So I went all in. I messaged 100 celebrities. I'm talking rappers, athletes, comedians, YouTubers, Instagrammers, pretty much anyone that had a blue check mark. Some messages were clever, some were more calculated, all of them were absolute long shots, but every single one had an intention to find a friend to go fragrance shopping and potentially start a new career as a fragrance sommelier. Moving on, Travis Scott. It's been 5 years since the release of Space Age, which I actually bought. To celebrate, we should go fragrance shopping. Now, the Space Age wasn't that great. If you can't make it, please send me a Lamborghini or Bentley you no longer want. Thanks in advance. Now, I had to put that out there because when he released Jack Boys, he sent everyone who was collaborating a Lamborghini, so there's clearly a few laying around. Then I got Lil Baby. Lil Baby's from the A, and he's clearly a Southside baby, so I had to come in speaking his language. Wham! I know you can't be fucked with on the beats. Gotta brush his ego a little bit. No debate. But you can't let Drake and Future drop fragrances and not have one of your own. Now, Drake has his own fragrance, which is Summer Mink, and Future has his, which is Sensational. I'm not sure if it's sensational, but we'll see eventually. Let's cook up a scent that really can't be fucked with. Get at me. Now, that was more like let me make a fragrance for you versus fragrance shopping, but we gotta go fragrance shopping first to see what he actually likes. And since we're in Atlanta, let's hit up Gunna. I was making rat sounds.
Bruh, chill.
All right, let's see. While everyone else is gunning to be the king of rap, let me know if you want to be the king of cosmetics instead. I'm not sure that's a fair trade-off. I'm talking your own fragrance line. I gotta be specific there. Cosmetics can be anything. Wanna by Gunna has a nice ring to it. More like cha-ching. Look, the way I see it, a lot of Atlanta artists are into fashion, and since fragrance is adjacent to fashion, then he might as well have his own fragrance line. Just might work. All right, I gotta switch it up a bit, and I'm head up top. Let's go with Jim Jones. I don't know why I choose Jim Jones, but I did. Look, the Jim Jones era was different. And with that said, he managed to stay relevant for quite a while, and he smokes a lot of ganja, so maybe he likes to cover it up with some fragrance. Capo! Look, tell them to put some respect on your name when it comes to this rap shit. Like, there was this debate between him and Nas. Now, clearly Nas is gonna win, but you know, everyone likes balling. You smell me? All right. And it's Clive Christian Blonde Amber, by the way. Got pop my shit. Next time you're in Dallas, let's hit up the mall and start balling out. Got a call reference to a single. You gotta admit, that song still hits today. Now, for the next couple of hours, I just sent invites to celebrity after celebrity after celebrity. Not forcing anything, not pitching, just planting the seed of this one idea. Now, I had no clue who was gonna actually see these messages, or who might ignore them, and definitely who might actually send something back. Or then again, maybe I won't hear from anyone at all. Now, here's the part you wouldn't know about this video. For responses, I didn't wait a day, I didn't wait a week, I waited months. I sent these messages back in July 2025. And this video that you're seeing right now didn't release until January of 2026. That's half a year I spent checking over and over again and refreshing to see if anyone would answer my messages. But the time did not stop that. Moving on, we got Lamar Jackson. Now for Lamar, I felt like I had a real angle here. He was already going to be in town because the Ravens were playing the Cowboys in a preseason game. So I figured that would be the perfect time to explore the Big D. I don't know why the people in Dallas call it the Big D. I mean Dallas, by the way, because that could go way too many different ways. So here's my message. August 16th, 2025, Ravens versus the Cowboys, Dallas, preseason. But you know what would have the fans really raving? I know. See what I did there, Ravens? Okay. Two goats. Fragrance shopping. We could do a shop swap, like a game day jersey. You in? I don't know, like I could bring my favorite fragrance, he could bring his, and we can kind of swap it. I'll put it on a billboard too, that would be dope. All right, let me just tell you right now, it didn't work. Not only did he kill my dreams of fragrance shopping, but the Ravens also killed my dream of us going to the Super Bowl this year. So I did one even better, Dak Prescott. Now I feel like this one makes sense because he actually lives up the road from me. But this time, I gotta make it seem like I got a little bit of clout. Hit him with the same one-liner. August 16th, Ravens versus Cowboys. We're going fragrance shopping. I invited Lamar to tag along. You in? Essentially, that was just like the same play, but on the other side of the 50. Tag along. I invited Lamar to tag along. All right.
Daddy, chill.
Oh, I'm a kidder. All right, speaking of that, let me go on to Kevin Hart. Since I got jokes now. Now here Kevin Hart feels obvious because I'm sitting here laughing and enjoying myself, and I gotta do the same thing with this. Let's see what happens. Yo, Kev. All right, you got a trainer, you got a chef, and a tour manager, but who's handling your clone? Me, that's who. I don't think that was a question. Maybe it was. Listen, it was short, it was bold, and to the point. Next, LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Now, I actually got a few LeBron James stories from way back in the day. And if he does not answer me, then I'm gonna put him out there. Nah, all jokes. That'll stay between me, him, and the people that were there. I couldn't even send a message to LeBron James. I guess the king can't be bothered with peasants. So I'll go with one better. Steph Curry, it is, dude. All right, we're talking about Chef Steph, so I gotta go ahead and make this one with precision. All right, yo, Steph, you got your own signature shoe, but have you ever thought about a signature fragrance? That's a real question. Let's talk about it and go fragrance shopping. That was just clean and to the point. All right, that's 50 Cent. Now, listen, 50 Cent doesn't like people inviting him shopping. So I'm gonna try it and maybe I'll get a response. And if he does, I'll have his money by Monday.
You're broke! You're f***ing poor!
All right, let's see. I feel like I gotta start bullying my way into some of these responses. So let me channel my inner 50 or inner Diddy. You're cordially invited to come fragrance shopping with me. No Diddy. But all jokes aside, it's been 10 years since Power by 50 Cent dropped, and I think it's time to run it back. I think it is. Like, the bottles are extinct at this point. If you go on eBay or places, they're charging like $400 for those things. Like, what are we doing? If you're open to whipping up something, consider me your personal fragrance sommelier. I feel like that will work. We're gonna move from Curtis Jackson to Randy Jackson. Maybe he'll think I'm like the American fragrance idol. Bruh. Yo, dog. That's how you say dog. If you're ever in Dallas and wanna go fragrance shopping, I'm in, cause I'm kinda the GOAT. It's the second time I said that. It becomes a thing. Damn it. I wrote even. I wrote even. But honestly, even works, you know?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
We're from Curtis Jackson to Randy Jackson to Tijuana Jackson. Now, many of you might not think you know who Tijuana Jackson is, but you probably do. Now, Tijuana Jackson is an internet character played by Romani Malco. And you may know him from things like 40-Year-Old Virgin, The Duff, Night School, Think Like a Man 2, Weeds, and a ton of other shows and movies. We met a few years ago and hit it off and exchanged numbers, and we've been kind of cordial and text pals ever since. Now, in person, aside from being funny, I can immediately tell that this guy was sharp as an attack. He knows quite a bit about life and the world. So if you haven't checked out his character, Tijuana Jackson or TJ, then you should, because it kind of blends in life advice with comedy, and it's kind of dope. I say all that to say that since I know him in real life, I'm 100% confident that he's going to respond, which is actually going to make it awkward because I'm not going to respond to him until this video is over. And if he's the only one to respond, then we'll see what we can do with the fragrance shopping. And by the way, that also means that I have to avoid any text message he might send me. So we're probably no longer friends at this point. Alright, yo, if TJ is coming to Dallas this year, we should go fragrance shopping. Epic. I think that's straight to the point. Look, at this point I realized that some of these guys may not want to respond to just some random guy on the internet inviting them to go shopping. It seems very Diddler-esque in nature. So I decided to switch the strategies just a bit. Keeping on with the theme of Jacksons, I'm going to Janet Jackson. Hi, Miss Jackson. I was wondering if we could go fragrance shopping. I mean, that was simple and respectful. Like old friends, right? By the way, that was not like an age joke. It was just old and friends. You get it. And then, since LeBron won't respond to my messages, we'll just take the family route. I guess he can't respond because I can't send him a message. Next up, Savannah James. The Everybody's Crazy podcast is fire. Now, that's the podcast that she's done with, I don't know, some people. I could put you onto some fire fragrances if you ever need holiday gifts. Side note, I've never watched the podcast. But I could put it on to some fire fragrance recommendations. Then we gotta go to Bronny James. Yo, what's up, Prince? Get it? Your dad is the king? Which is weird because I'm also a king. So I don't know. There can only be one. Hey, I'm looking to help celebrities smell their best. Let me know if you need any help. Oh, that was cringe. All of these are cringe, but that was a little bit cringer. Also, since we are going the back door and getting around to families, since I've already messaged Steph Curry, then we gotta see what his missus says. Aisha Curry. Hey, I'm B. I pair people with their perfect fragrances so they can smell their best. Something tells me you like... What? Something tells me you might like Mason Crivelli's Hibiscus Mahajad. I don't know. I just think most people would like it, so therefore she might like it too. See, I threw that teaser out there as a freebie. Maybe she'll write back. Maybe she won't. Maybe she'll like, hey, I love this. Steph loves it. We want you to buy all our fragrances for us. That would be ideal. Now, as time went on, I messaged a ton more celebrities. Also tried to write Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and Kanye West, but none of them accept DMs if they don't follow you. So the question is, why aren't they following you? I mean, I guess it's a good way to stop some random guy making a YouTube video from wasting your time. Because they got more important things to worry about, like, I don't know, something. But also, we're going a family route. And since Kanye's wife or ex-wife or whatever she is has significantly less followers than him, something tells me that the DMs might be open. So here we go. Next, we got Bianca, whatever her last name is. Ye is the greatest artist of all time. Cap. And since I'm the greatest fragrance reviewer / content creator of all time, it seems like a match made in Yevon. Like heaven. I mean, I guess I didn't fully explain what I wanted, but I opened the curiosity gap nonetheless. Like you watching this video. Oh, and by the way, somebody actually did respond. And before I tell you who responded, I want to do something better. I want to invite one of you to go fragrance shopping on me. I mean, really, like my treat. I'm going to give one of you a $250 gift card to either Fragflex.com or Fragrancebuy.ca. And the rules are pretty simple. Subscribe to the channel, comment your favorite fragrance, and tell me what challenge I should do next. My fingers right now are literally tired of typing, so I just got a few more left and we'll discuss all the details in a bit. Next, we're moving on to Phantom. Now, if you're not familiar with Phantom, because he's not like a mainstream celebrity, he's internet famous. He's a streamer. He's been really vocal about fragrances and making sure that guys understand the importance of hygiene. And since we're pushing the same mission, I figured it might be a good mixture. And maybe, just maybe, if he's really into the game like that, he may have seen one of my videos before in the past, maybe not. At the very least, he's seen one of my peers. So therefore, the offer might seem a little intriguing. But he also has 4.6 million more followers than I have, so he might just say fuck off. Let's give it a try. What's good, my guy? You gotta make it seem like we're cool, right? I like what you're doing to raise awareness of the importance of hygiene and fragrance. If you ever need a fragrance recommendation, being helpful, or want to go shopping, let me know. All right. Next up, Drewski. Hear me out. You've done Could Have Been Records and Could Have Been Love, but how about Could Have Been Fresh? You roast people's collection and then I take them shopping for a new one. I think that's a fair deal. Now the camera just died for the third time, so I'm gonna speed run this. And to save you a bit of time, just know that I spent hours on hours on hours sending celebrities DMs.
What do you mean by that?
And to be honest, I'm a little cringed out. If you know me in real life, then you know that I don't fan out about celebrities. So me doing this was really like a wild experiment. But I digress. So boom, as promised, we got a response. And the person that actually responded was Ramani Melko as Tijuana Jackson. And he said, this is actually a great idea. Now I guess the next thing I need to do is make that happen because he's been waiting months for my response. Now while I work on that and repairing this relationship, comment below for your chance to win and then click here to keep this viewing party going.